Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So, today we are going to talk about Biden and trains and infrastructure and Vegas, baby Vegas, and an announcement that is probably being overshadowed with all of the other news. Okay, so if you missed it, the Biden administration has announced that the federal government will be investing a massive amount of money into 10 passenger rail projects within the United States. By a massive amount of money, we are talking about $8.2 billion. This is the largest federal investment in Amtrak since Amtrak became a thing back in 1971. The goal here is not just job creation, not just updating infrastructure. The goal is, I would imagine, to get the American people more comfortable with rail moving passengers. We use it all the time for everything else, but there's still a reluctance when it comes to passenger rail. It is something that is used all over the world, but in the United States, we are definitely falling behind. One of the big highlights, probably the flagship project out of all of these, is high-speed rail from Vegas to LA. By high speed, I want to say it's going to reach 220 miles an hour. There's $3 billion for the line from Vegas to LA. That trip should take around 2 hours. Sadly, you will no longer go through Bat Country, though. It's projected to be done by 2028. So, this is more of the same when it comes to the Biden administration and how they are trying to stimulate the economy and improve American infrastructure. This creates jobs and it provides a taste. I think the reason that this was chosen is that this is a trip that is taken often. The LA to Vegas trip, that is something that occurs frequently. And this provides people a way to do it and allows them to become more familiar with passenger rail. When people become more familiar with something, they're more likely to use it. When they're more likely to use it, they are more likely to want it in other locations. So that's my guess. And I feel like the reason he went to Vegas was probably to promote this and talk about the infrastructure jobs that are going to be created and how it's going to help the economy and how it's going to help the United States catch up when it comes to rail and all of this stuff. But local events in Vegas probably kind of took over. So it would seem in bad taste to show up and be incredibly enthusiastic about a rail project with everything that's going on. So it altered his tone, would be my guess. Passenger rail is something the U.S. probably needs to become, super enthusiastic about. We are a huge country. And this is a way that is much more sustainable to move people. And as the technology improves and people become interested in it and start to use it, it's more likely that these projects become even more sustainable. And they use technologies that are in use in other countries, but we don't use them here because, well, realistically, not that many people ride the rails. I feel like this is an attempt to alter that dynamic. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.